j'aimerais faire la fête. Ta mère veut te la faire aussi. La fête. Le juge voudrait te faire la fête. Tout le monde te fera aussi la fête.
Hey guys, how's it going? We are back and welcome to episode 14 of my Ironman adventure. Now, today we're starting off with something that is very familiar to you guys, and that is lobster fishing. Now, I know this is not at all the best way to make money as a member, but it's something that's very easy, very AFK, and I decided that I very much needed the money. And the reason I needed that at 100k is because our goal at the end of last episode was to get all the requirements for the Dragon Scimitar. And obviously the Dragon Scimitar costs 100k, so I wouldn't, even if I complete all the objectives, I wouldn't be able to get the Dragon Scimitar anyways. So I went and knocked that out of the park by fishing a bunch of lobsters. Took about 2 days to get that together. But jumping right into the action, we did manage to finish the puzzle thanks to Yang, and I believe it was someone else in chat who gave me some pointers on where to find a guide for those. I'm not very good at puzzles in RuneScape, generally pretty good at them in real life, but in RuneScape I'm quite abysmal. So I managed to finish that in about 15 minutes, and I was really worried about that because I didn't want to get frustrated and have to go get the 200k to skip it. Fortunately, that did not occur, and we ended up on Ape Atoll. Now, if you haven't completed Monkey Madness yet, Ape Atoll is ridiculous. It is one of the most dangerous places in Galanor, and as you can see here, I almost die. I go down to about 20-something health before getting teleported away into the jail. So yeah, as soon as I jump on that island, I'm almost dead. And I was doing this at about combat level 64, I believe. So that's relatively low, considering the level that most people do this at is about 70s, 80s, up in those ranges. A lot of the people that I saw walking around on Ape Atoll doing this quest were certainly in those levels at least. So yeah, I was a bit below the average, and that certainly shone through in the fact that I was struggling a little bit. But we did manage to get into the jail cell. We did manage to trick this gorilla guard, get out of the jail cell, fortunately. I did have a bit of a panic attack right here because, as you can see, the one gorilla's leaving, then I try to leave, then they kind of start looking around, and I was kind of worried they were going to spot me, but that didn't seem to be a problem. But yeah, Ape Atoll was ridiculous. In trying to do this quest, I almost died many times, but one of my saving graces in keeping away from death is on the screen right now. If you aren't familiar with Yang from the Friends chat, she is a saving grace for me. She ran me through the tunnel. If you haven't done Monkey Madness yet, this is an extremely hostile tunnel. It's pretty easy to die in here, even if you have protection prayers. I do not have protection prayers, so I was up against the odds, and Yang kind of said, okay, well, I'll run you through it and we'll see how that goes. And it went really well. We actually managed to get through the tunnel on both occasions that we needed to without dying. So yeah, huge shout out to Yang. That was really amazing of her to do that for me. But we did manage to get to the end of this tunnel, talk to this guy. It was about 14 dialogue trees that I needed to go through, and then some sort of cutscene. But yeah, we did manage to get all that stuff done. Now, while all this stuff's going in the background, I'm just going to talk about real quick the episode for this week. Obviously, this is going up on a Tuesday, which is a day late of when it's supposed to be going up. It would have been going up yesterday, but I've been really busy lately. We've talked previously about the fact that I'm starting to look into moving into my own place, and I was doing a lot of apartment searching yesterday, and so I really didn't have the time to do that. If you were on Scape yesterday, you would have noticed that I wasn't on for very long. And yeah, I just didn't have the time to do it, and up until right now, this is really the first opportunity that I've had to really record this commentary. The clips have been ready since about Sunday, but, you know, had to get the time to commentate over them. Anyways, though, if we could hit 30 likes on this episode, considering it is a big one, we are doing Monkey Madness in this, and next to the Elvarg episode, I think this is probably one of the biggest episodes we'd have so far. Obviously, in terms of difficulty, it's actually probably bigger, but in terms of what the episode means, this is probably on a par with the Elvarg episode. Now, here was another instance in which Yang really shone through. She decided to kite all the gorillas for me so that I could get down into the forge room and make the monkey gree or whatever it's called, the monkey amulet. There was a scary moment right here where I didn't know if I was going to get through, but Yang smacked a 30 on that gorilla and took it down, so that was pretty amazing. We managed to get out of here, jump down into here, use the enchanted bar on the wall of fire, but we do come relatively close to death, because these monkeys decide to swarm me, and I get hit for a decent amount of damage. But I do have my teleport spells ready, and I get out of there, teleport to Falador, and we are safe with the monkey amulet. Now, as you're about to see right here, I do go into the fight against the demon. This is one of the most difficult fights in RuneScape, old school RuneScape that is. I did use the safe spot technique, but as I don't have Protect from Magic, I couldn't just stand there and safe spot it. I had to wait until the gnomes would get it down to really low health, and then try to get the final hit. But unfortunately, since I don't have OS Buddy, I didn't know how much HP precisely the demon had. So I just kind of had to guess what he was at and whether or not I could hit that high, jump out onto the bridge, which is where you have to shoot him from, hit him once, he'd hit me for like a 25 every time, and hope that I would manage to get him. Now right here we do manage to get the kill, but you probably couldn't see it because this is on a 500% speed up because it was such a long clip. But the demon actually bumped up to like half HP and died. I don't know what the heck went on. I think I hit him at the same time that a gnome knocked him down to 0, and that kind of registered the kill, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird little bug right there. But following that, I did go do some Slayer. Now you're probably wondering, why didn't you just finish Monkey Madness? Well, I didn't have 60 attack, and I kind of wanted to do Monkey Madness at the point where I would have 60 attack and be able to wield the Dragon Scimitar immediately. So I figured might as well start on the Slayer grind. I get my enchanted gem there, and my first task is to kill hill giants. And I've actually so far managed to record every Slayer level that I've got on this account so far, which I think is pretty cool, and I think I might actually try to do that in the future. I think having every level recorded from level 1 to level 99, if I ever get there, would be pretty awesome. So as you can see here, I am killing the hill giants, getting some decent loot and getting some decent XP. A bunch of the loot that I got was actually seeds, and that kind of inspired me to want to start farming. Now obviously this isn't the portion of the episode where we talk about what the goals for the next episode are yet, but certainly one of those goals that I have going into the next episode is that I want to start farming. Another one is that I want to start herb lore, because I did get an absolute ton of herbs. And as you're going to see shortly, I did head to Chaos Druids. Actually, I don't know if I took any clips from Chaos Druids, because nothing interesting really happened and it wasn't task or anything. But yeah, I did kill a lot of Chaos Druids and get a ton of herbs from them. So once I complete the herb lore quest, Druidic Ritual, I think it's called. Yeah, Druidic Ritual. I'll be able to clean up those herbs and make some potions out of them, which will be really helpful. When we were down in the tunnels, I actually kept running out of stamina, which would have been solved by a stamina potion, but you need 77 herb lore, and there was no way I'm getting anywhere close to that anytime soon. But I think it now would probably be a good time to start my herb lore stuff, especially when it's running parallel with starting farming, because those two do run hand in hand, especially for Ironman. But as you can see here, I'm getting an absolute ton of levels just from the hill giants. I managed to get up close to level 20 just from my first Slayer task. I did forget to do the Varrock Museum stuff. You can get up to from 1 to level 9 just from doing that without having to actually train any Slayer. But I didn't actually manage to do that. It just completely passed my mind. I will do it at some later point and probably get a couple thousand XP from that. My next task was really annoying because it was Hobgoblins, and if you are familiar with my channel, if you've been here for a little bit, you will know that I recently did a loot from 1000 Hobgoblins video. So in addition to killing the 1000 Hobgoblins, I now had to kill another 50, and I was absolutely sick of killing Hobgoblins at this point, but I do hit level 20 Slayer, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, that's not the last level though. We have a ton more Slayer levels to come. We hit 21 there, and I'll just give you a spoiler now. We do end up hitting about level 25 Slayer before we get our next task. Another reason that I wanted to start training Slayer, or just start training combat in general, was the appeal of clue scrolls. Now, I've never done clue scrolls like at all. I think on my main account I've probably done 2 clue scrolls total. So I'm really inexperienced with them, but I do want to get into doing them. I realize there's a lot of good rewards you can get from them, especially for Ironman. They're very useful. but they're also quite difficult, so I guess we'll have to see how that is when we get to that point. But I didn't obviously get any clue scrolls from these monsters that I'm slaying right now because they are all very low level and don't have a very good drop rate for clues. But once I get to that point, we will certainly be doing a few clues every now and then. I imagine just about everybody watching my videos has watched Bodhi's videos. He's done an absolute ton of clues, so I know what to look out for and what I should be shooting for, trying to get. But yeah, hopefully we can have a format like there when I record all of my clues with live commentary and then just put that in. I think that would be pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think about that. But we did manage to hit a sufficient attack level. I was under the impression that this would now give me the level 60 attack because of the XP that you get from Darrow or whatever the gnome's name is. So I do the training, I get my XP, and as you're about to see, so I get 52 at strength, which is pretty good. I get whatever hit points that is, I can't see. And then I get 59 attack, and I'm about 2k XP off of the level. So I don't know what I did. I must have miscalculated because now I have to go kill something to get up to level 60. And at that point, I decided to go attack the Chaos Druids. Oh, I'm glad I did put the clip in. So as you can see there, I did hit 60. And as you can see in my inventory, actually, just a second ago, you can go back and look just to make sure I'm not making this up. I did get a looting bag from the Chaos Druids, which is basically a second inventory. So that's pretty good. I can now collect more stuff. That's just what I need, more junk. But as you can see here, I did go back to Apatol and buy the Dragon Scimitar for 100,000 coins, teleported back to Varrock with it, ran into the bank, and got all my good armor out. By the way, my armor is still all free to play, so I'd like to get some better armor. Leave in the comments down below what I should get. And we have achieved the Dragon Scimitar. Now for the goals, I would like to set the goal of getting some better armor. It's a very vague goal, but that's because I'm not really sure what I'm going to be getting. So make sure to leave in the comments down below what I should get or go into the clan chat and let me know. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you later.